Hello and good morning, welcome to New Frost Morphs. It is the 14th of June, Jared is joining with me today and we've got some good news. Clutch number 2 of 2022 has arrived, and Jared, the clutch that we are looking at there is it Athena? And she is a female pied, and she went to a crystal which is a special Mojave 100% het pied. See if we can prove him out. And the boy crystal was locked on the 9th of November 21, and then we also brought in Nova, who is our Mojave Ultramel boy, to see whether we can produce some double hets. So let's have a look at the boys first. She had a prelay shed on the 18th of May, so she should have given us a set of eggs on the 17th of June, so she's 3 days early, which is good. But let's have a look at the boys first, and then we can have a look at the girl and lift her from her eggs. So the first one I'm going to show you is Jasper. He's our crystal, and he's in this rug here. He does like his hide. Just show you how beautiful he is. So he's from the Bell complex. He's got blue eyes, and you can see what Mojaveans special do, create some lovely colours. Gorgeous little boy. And Jared, you want to hit some special pieds, don't you?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, very nice. So either he'll pass on a special or Mojave. He can't pass on both because they're allelic, which means they're on the same level. So only one of those genes is guaranteed to go in to the pied. And if it's a het pied, Jared, then we've got is it a 50-50 chance between a het and a visual pied?
Yeah.
So the chances of getting a special pied are probably about 1 out of 4, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've seen the other boy, which is Nova, stunning Mojave Ultramel. I can never remember where he is, Jared. Down here somewhere, is it this one?
No.
That one? What's it that?
Here.
Okay. Yeah. So let's have a look at the boy. And so there's Nova. He locked to her, I think it was in February. So she's only had 2 locks. So one of the boys, or either both of them could be, because you could get a dual sire in a clutch where some of the eggs could be fathered by one and some by the other, because the female stores the sperm and she releases the sperm, and obviously it's the strongest and quickest sperm that get there. So the chances are we're going to have some Ultramel pieds, double heads, because he was probably the last one to lock to her, and we know that he's a proven breeder now because we've got the Savannah clutch from him. So we'll let you know and give you a brief update on the Savannah clutch, because they've all shed out. Jared set them up in separate boxes, so at the end of the video we'll give you a lovely update and show you one of the Savannahs. But first let's lift this girl and see how she does. Now last year she gave us 4 deformed animals, didn't she? So this is going to be interesting to see what she produces this year. We've put different males to her to see whether she's got the fertility problem or whether the boy had the fertility problem. But let's have a look and see what we've got.
So we'll grab the egg box.
We'll grab the egg box first. Now let's have a wee look. Now we're going to be using the Dragon Hatch trays, so we very kindly got some freebies from our rat supplier, Simon King, sent them through.
Simon Ling,
sorry. And there you go, there's it looks like there's good humidity in there. Jared's checked it for temps, it's all looking good. So we're going to try these and see how they go. Let's put that to one side for now. Let's get the girl out and let's have a go at lifting her. So it's Athena, I think she's in this one here. She got on there. Now she's actually laid her eggs under her hide, so she likes the security of that. I suspect she's going to be a bit defensive, Jared. And you've prepared a bath for her as well, Jared. So we'll put her straight into the bath once we lift her. And we'll get the trusty tissue, which we can use just to make sure she doesn't bite me. And let's just have a wee look and see how she's doing. There we go, she's going to be a little bit defensive. She's sat on those eggs. Looks like there's 4 or 5 eggs in there. I think I can see 1 boob egg in there, so she may have given us a boob. Now, has she finished laying? Now, to know whether she's finished laying, Jared, there's a little technique before you lift them, don't you, Jared? So if the tail is normally outside, wrapped around the clutch, then that normally means that she's finished laying. Not every time. But if her tail is still in the centre and she's still showing signs of laying, we leave them and let them go through there. So I'm going to very carefully unwrap her. So her tail seems to be around the clutch. There looks to be a couple of good eggs in there. So let's just see if we can. She's going to be a bit hissy. There we go, Jared. What have we got there?
That's a good clutch. There's 6 good eggs and 2 slugs.
Okay. So she was a big girl. Just check to make sure that she's empty.
She's not, I don't think.
Can you fill some more in her?
It looks like there's one at the end.
Yeah, I can see one more in there.
Let's put her back.
So we will put her back. So there we go. The theory of actually checking whether she is fully laid. Now we've got to be careful here that she doesn't crush the eggs going back in, Joe. That's the thing.
No, that'll be fine. She should just curl back round them and lay the last one.
Yeah. I'll put the hide back on her. So we will postpone this bit. Sorry, darling, to disturb you. But she does look like she's got one more in there. So we'll just put her back and let her finish laying. So we won't be lifting her today. Maybe later today we might. But well spotted, Jared. So we've got 6 good eggs and 2 slugs in there. So she's done better than last year. She gave us 4 good eggs and 2 slugs last time. So she's slowly improving her breeding. We'll put her back and then we'll just go on to show you the Savannahs. Right, Jared, you've set them up, so should we get them out and have a look at them?
Mm-hmm.
Back in there. Right, so here's the Savannah. Let's bring him out and see how he's doing. I'll put him on the table, Jared, so there's better lighting. Right, let's have a little wee look. This is your favourite one, isn't it, Jared?
Yeah, this is the only Savannah out of the clutch.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? So we've got a mixture here of cinnamon with Mojave, and I love what it does, Jared. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
And it's out of shed now.
And it's 100% het Ultramel as well.
Yeah. So I think to get the visual Ultramel in there will be wonderful. I think that will look absolutely stunning. So he's the banger in the clutch. And we had, how many babies did we have in the end? Was it 7?
Yeah.
Should we have a quick look at the other ones, see how they're doing?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're all cinnamons, Mojaves and normals. So nothing too special, but
Yeah.
still beautiful snakes.
So we'll just put that one back. So we've got this one here, which I think we like to give them
That's a
hides.
cinnamon.
Yeah. That's a cinnamon 100%. Again, I can bring it in the light if you like. Because the lighting is pretty poor here. Much better on the table. It's a nice rich dark cinnamon like the mother. 100% het for Ultramel. And I think we got a couple of Mojaves as well that are het for Ultramel. And I think we only got 1 normal, didn't we, Chad?
Yeah, I think there was 2 Mojaves, 1 normal, 3 cinnamons and 1 Savannah.
I'll just get that, the Mojave one if I can.
It's over there.
They're over here, are they, Jack? So the Mojave one, Cinny Mojave's in there.
The one next to it.
What, that one? Or
Yeah.
that one? That one.
This one.
Okay. There we go. Let's bring that one out. You can see, well, you can have a look at it if you like, Jad. So there's your Mojave Het Ultramel. Beautiful. So, we won't show them all, but what we'll do now is we'll just show you the next girl that's going to be laying. And Jared, what's your thoughts? Do you think we're going to get another clutch pretty soon?
Yeah, I reckon it'll either be Pringle
Yeah.
or Moneypenny.
Let's have a quick look at Moneypenny, see how she's progressing.
She was very uncomfortable yesterday.
Yeah, she was on her sides, she's showing signs. Let's have a wee look. See how she's doing. She looks very solid, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's bulging towards the tail end. I reckon she'll give us in the next few days.
Yeah, and we're hoping for some Ghost Pieds.
Yeah.
If we can get that, which have got either pastel or super pastel in as well.
Or fire as well.
And fire. So there could be some interesting things going on with that clutch. Looking forward to that one. And then the other ones we've got coming on is we've got Pringle, who's our calico girl. She was moving into position. I'm not sure what she's doing now, but you can see that she's on the heat spot, keeping those eggs warm. So we've got that to look forward to, and also we've got this other girl here, which is this one, Celeste. So she is a phantom yellow belly that we put. There she is. So she's actually keeping her eggs warm. She should be giving us some eggs soon. And again, we put her to the one of our bells. I think we're trying to produce some bells, which are 50% het for Ultramel, I think. And it was Jasper that we put her to, wasn't it? And Jasper's in here, I think.
Casper.
Is it Casper? Yeah. Here's Casper. This is one of our
bamboo
Mojave 100%
Ultramel.
het Ultramel. He's an absolute beautiful animal, isn't he, Jad?
Yeah.
You can see the bamboo coming through on the bell. This is unusual, but you can see the yellow marking, which is very similar to the bamboo. That's lovely. And we've had a couple of sheds out. We'll show a couple of our boys that are doing well, which we're going to be breeding next year. So Hercules is looking good. He shed out today. See if I can find Hercules for you. He's looking in good shape. So he just shed out today. Beautiful animal. He's having a little snooze, so we won't disturb him. So he's looking good. And we've got a lot of females that are progressing really nicely for next year. So we've got we've got the Ultramel and Mojave Ultramel, and we've got your girl Shadow, who's coming on nicely. See how she's doing in there. Beautiful animal. So hopefully she'll be big enough to breed for next season. It's lovely. And we've got some really nice pieds as well up here. So we've got some lovely pied girls that are almost ready to breed with. Let's have a look at this one in here. Isn't she lovely, Jan? So you've got that nice little patch that's growing big at the back there. Beautiful animal, and she's not far off breeding size, so we'll get her ready for next season hopefully. And how are the babies doing, Jared, that we grown on from last season? Because we haven't really given anyone an update on how they're doing. I think we should just have a quick look at those. Yeah. So I think we'll start with the clam clutch. Let's bring this girl out. I'll bring her out, Jared. There you go. So these are our baby clowns that we bred last year. Isn't she lovely? That's Lucky. She's got the horseshoe on her. She's about 450 grams now, so she's doing really well. And her older sister, I think, is even bigger. She's doing really well. Let's see whether she wants to come out and have a little look. There she is. Let's bring her out and put her on the table to get a nice view on her. So she's about 550 grams, I believe. And you can see there she is. So the clown girls are doing really well, Jared. They're feeding well, aren't they?
Mm.
And they're taking Maltese, are they?
Maltese and large weaners.
And large weaners. So won't be long before they're ready to move up. So that's all exciting. And we've got the Het Desert Ghost clutch that are building nicely. One of our first babies from last year. Let's bring out this one. This is a fire Enchi, 100% het for Desert Ghost. Let's have a look at her. See how she's doing. I think she might be moving into shed. But beautiful, beautiful animal. And she's carrying that important Desert Ghost, het Desert Ghost gene in her.
I like her head.
Head stamp's lovely. But you can see the influence of the fire and the Enchi working well together. And she's getting close to about 650, 700 grams now, so she's almost ready to move up. And she's got a sister that's very similar to her. And we've got the Enchi ones in there. And Jared, we've also got your Pied girl that's doing really well. Let's bring her out. She's about 650, I think.
Yeah, they're all getting big.
So they're almost too big for their rubs, aren't they? We've
got a lot of cinnamon pies, haven't we?
Yeah. Let's see if we can get her out and see whether she can show herself to us. There she is. Beautiful animal. Nice cinny. from there. So they're all doing well. The hatchlings from last year are growing nicely, aren't they, Jared? Are you pleased with their progress?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got this girl that was a slow feeder is now starting to eat. We were quite worried about her because she's a very slow feeder, this one. And this is the Xantic Pied girl. And as you go inside and have a little look, you can see how beautiful she is.
Yeah. We want to get some pastel in there, lighten it up.
Yeah. She's got a ways to go yet, but she is a stunningly beautiful animal. So she's taking Maltese, but she's eating every week now, so she's back on food. We found that putting cocoa husk in there was a good move, wasn't it, Jared?
Yeah.
She prefers cocoa husk, and since we put cocoa husk in there, she seems to be feeling a lot better. Let's have a look and see if we've got any others. Now, you've got some cinnamons from last year, which are 100% het for clown. Should we pull out one of those, Jared?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
That's not one of them.
What's this one here? Is that a het clown? It's this one here. So this one's getting pretty sizable. There you go. You can see that one's about 700 grams. Going into shed, I think.
Really nice patterns on that one.
Yeah, really nice, Jared. And we've got some bell girls from last year that are doing really well. Should we get out?
These are mocha Mojaves, there's two of them.
Now this girl here, let's put her onto the light, shall we? She's got pretty big. So the hatchlings, we're turning out to be a hatchling update now. But we'll come back to the eggs later today, won't we, Jared, when she's laid that last egg. Let's have a little look and see how she's doing. There she is. And she must be about 600 grams now, Jared.
Yeah.
Doing really well. Are you pleased with how she's doing?
Yeah, she's done well.
Yeah. We're looking forward to getting her up to breedable size, because having two female bells, we can put another bell to her and produce some lovely bells, guaranteed, which is nice. And let's have a look and see. Let's have a quick update on the babies, Jared, that were slightly deformed, see how they're doing. So this is my favourite looking one, and it did have a slight adjustment on its jaw, wasn't quite perfect, but we can just have a look and see how he's doing. Is he eating every week, Jared?
Yeah.
So let's bring him out and have a
They
look.
all feed for themselves. It's got something called shark mouth.
Yeah. I love the 3 dots on its back, and just look at the patterns on that one, Jared. See, it's getting darker there as well. It's a beautiful animal. And is this a boy or girl?
That one is a girl.
That's a girl. So you can see the shark mouth on her.
Yeah, if you hold her there.
Have you got it? So that's an example of shark mouth.
The bottom jaw doesn't meet the top jaw.
Yeah.
But she eats absolutely fine.
Yeah. So this clutch came from Athena. So we're hoping that the next clutch is not going to have a repeat of these deformities. So it'll be interesting to see what she gives us.
Yeah, last year with this one, this clutch we had a heat spike, and also the power went out as well.
Yeah. So we've had power cuts, which is not helping our cause, and that could have impacted on this. But we shall find out. Rusty, our blind snake, is eating by herself now. And she's put on a bit of size. Let's have a look and see how she's doing. There she is. So she's putting on pretty good weight, Jared.
Yeah, she was born without eyes.
Yeah.
Getting that in focus. But she eats food by herself. Maybe one day we'll do a feeding video.
Yeah.
And you can watch her eat, because she's amazing.
So she's a beautiful animal, lovely temperament, very, very gentle. It's interesting how the blindness affects their temperament. They just seem to be a lot more docile. And then we've got the other two that were doing really well. This one's doing well, Jared. It's only got slight deformity, this one. But eating very well. Look, it wants to eat now.
It's really cool plus sign on the side.
Yeah. We haven't given names to these yet, have we, Jared? So we're going to have to... Or have we? We have given them names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we have another beautiful animal. So this is another one of Athena's babies.
Yeah, they're all pies. Cinnamon pies.
Yep.
And something else.
That's because we put a visual cinnamon pie to her, which was Elvis. Now if you look carefully, very little problem with the mouth there. Can you see that? You can see that it's growing well.
Yeah, this one's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The other ones have the worst.
Yeah, it's probably the bigger of all of them. She's eating really well. So we'll just let you go down, back in peace. So they're all doing well. So even if you do get snakes that aren't quite perfect, with assist feeding to start with, you can get them up to size and they can have a reasonably normal life. So well done, Jack, for getting those up to size. And then the last one that was needed assist feeding, just pull that one out, see how this one's doing. Again, it's another visual pied. Let's have a wee look at her. So she seems to be coming on nicely.
Yeah, they're all feeding.
So that's a quick update on that. Is there anything else, Jad, that you wanted to mention at all?
No.
No? So we'll come back to you with a second video once we've got Athena completely, when she's got rid of that last egg and she's got that out, we'll lift the clutch. But it looks like we've got 6 out of the 8 so far. There might be one more in there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope everyone's having a good season. It does feel very slow. We've got quite a warm temperature coming into the UK at the moment. We're going to have some heat waves coming our way, so we've upped the humidity. We're up to 65. It was interesting, I upped the humidity yesterday and Athena decided to lay, so it's important to get your humidity as perfect as you can to encourage these animals to do what they have to do. So I hope everyone else is having a good season. Jared and I have been out salmon fishing, and we've managed to
glasses, Marks.
Yeah, and we've managed to catch a few salmon. So
you've I've had none. How many have you had?
I think I've had 5 now. So we've got another channel that I'll be putting the salmon videos on, which is in my name, Paul Greenacre. Lots of salmon videos going out there, but we'll keep you updated at least every time something significant happens. We're going to be shooting a video. But thanks for watching, thanks for your love and support, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye for now.